Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Finally back with another Jump Stretch video, and it's going to be over my most recent demon completion, Bismarck by Inex. We did a video similar to this about a couple months ago on Butterfly Effect by Linko, and how I said that level is kind of like the good midpoint between an easy and a medium demon. So I wanted to go over another one, and I think I might do this for the rest of my demon completions, unless it's like some random easy demon from like the older days that doesn't really need explanations. But when it's a level that looks as nice as Bismarck, and very recently now got 76% on change of scene, so that's another one that might be coming up. For these videos, I'm just gonna be going over the parts in Bismarck I thought were like, not like stuff that's like, okay, if you expect it to be there, but if it's like too hard or too easy for its difficulty, or like this part like might be hard to sight read, or it's just kind of boring. There won't be much of that with this level, but there are some parts I did want to highlight. Now for today's topic, Bismarck, which is going to be my 20th demon overall, and in terms of difficulty, my 5th hardest. I didn't know it was going to be my easiest medium demon. I thought it was going to be around the same difficulty as B, but apparently it was a 4.8 on the demon ladder, which means it could have passed as an extremely tough easy demon. So again, for these kinds of videos, I'm just going to break down the level to the parts that I think were worth highlighting. And after that, a small little report on how many attempts the level took and my rating out of 10. Anyhow, guys, let's get into the level. Enjoy. The first few parts of the level aren't really that bad, just require a little bit of memorization and sight reading. But the first part I wanted to mention was this part after the spider part. It's a little bit annoying to deal with, especially the first few clicks where you have to actually time these orbs. There is a red orb followed by a blue orb, and then you have to time that into a tight robot jump. The only thing is, I noticed this happening a lot when I was playing the level. The robot, sometimes you just completely miss the platform and the portal, or the robot will just auto jump and not go as far as you need it to. So basically, you have to time the orbs to the music very well. This is where the music actually really comes into play, because it needs to be as perfect as possible, or else you're either going to auto jump or not even hit the platform itself. Outside of the first 4 to 6 clicks in this part, it's not so bad. I just think the robot timing is a bit annoying. Now this next part is right next to it, and it's probably my least favorite part. There's a bunch of like these pillars or something, or like small buildings, and it's kind of treated like a maze. There is a coin in this part, so the level does kind of split into 2 paths. I will say the coin does require less clicks, but it's also a lot more confusing because you go to the bottom of the stage, and then there's a yellow orb right after it, and if you hit the yellow orb too late, you just die. Like a bit of fire will appear on it. The main path is easier, but there's more clicks, and some of these orbs kind of converge with the coin route. I was going to mention the next part, which is like in a dark forest. But all that really requires is a little bit of spamming and a ridiculous coin route. But outside of a little bit of spamming and a coin route which looks like it belongs in an insane demon, this part really isn't that bad. The second last part I wanted to mention is the speed section that comes right after the dark forest. It looks amazing with all the buildings and stuff, but again, it goes so fast, and even though there's not that many clicks, it just keeps switching game modes, and then there's like mixing the orbs in with the pads, making it like, oh, I gotta click all of these, even though you don't have to click the pads. The good thing I can say about this part is there's no fake orbs, like an orb that just leads you to a spike or something, or a bottomless pit. But again, it goes by so fast that you can't even read some of the arrows that are on the orbs. Now, despite that, this part still is really good. It's very energetic, very intense, and the whole part flows very well. And finally, we have the last part of the level where it's in like a swamp or something. Now, this whole part, it's easy. All you have to do is just jump where the arrows tell you to. There's only 2 minor things about this part that made me want to mention it. First off is just some of the parts where it looks like a flat like a wall where you crash into. They're actually just really steep slopes and you can climb up them, or force the need to jump when you don't have to. But then there's this part that really bugs me. There is a blue orb and a red orb with question marks on them. Do not hit these. These 2 orbs literally just self-destruct you in some way, and that's really bad because this is right near the end of the level. Like, you have like 5 or so seconds of gameplay left. But other than that, this part is fine as well, just those 2 small things. And now we have the attempts and my rating on the level. So for the attempts, I wanted to try to beat this in sub 500 attempts. I got pretty close to that. It took me just under the 550 mark. But this is still going to be my lowest medium demon in terms of attempts. The other two levels I have are B with a little over 600 and Sirius with a little over 700. And for the level itself, it's really good. Maybe a bit tough to sight read, but not as bad as I thought it would be. Between the theme and how it was used, the decoration, the quality, and most importantly, the gameplay, I'm going to give Bismarck a very solid 8.5 out of 10. And there we go, guys. My not so in-depth analysis on Bismarck. And that, again, is going to mark my 20th demon overall. Again, try to do something special for my every 5th demon. So again, 5th demon was Death Moon, which was, you know, very nice easy demon and was by far my hardest at the time. 10th demon was Retro Circles, my first Circles level. 15th demon was Sirius, a very popular medium demon. And then Bismarck. The reason I did Bismarck for my 20th demon is because I just thought it looked really cool. And it saved me from a much harder level. Originally, I wanted to do 9 circles, but I pushed that back to my 25th demon. And then I'm like, hey, I beat Darkness Keeper a while back. Maybe I can beat No Eyes. That was a mistake. I did a practice run of that level. My gosh, it is a pretty tough hard demon. Oh, sorry, it's tough in comparison to Darkness Keeper, but apparently it's just barely there for a hard demon. For on the demon ladder, it's like a 10.8 or something, meaning it's just barely eligible for a hard demon. Anyhow, guys, that's gonna be for today's now it's tonight's video. I should have told you that this is like a few hours later. We had to go out to go do some stuff. So for tonight's video, that's gonna be it. Sorry for the shaky camera. If anyone's new here, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button. Again, went down a couple subscribers since last. We're at 806 now as we speak. It's not a big deal, guys. I understand the schedule has been very slow right now. I'm still slightly recuperating from the Vancouver trip, even though that was a couple weeks ago. It's just like, now going back to work, I gotta get reused to all this stuff. It's just ridiculous. But you know what, I'm gonna try to get some more videos out, and again, if I can beat Change of Scene very soon, then I can do a video on that one as well, because that one definitely deserves it. And then after Change of Scene, we're moving on to Reanimation. You know, a classic medium demon. That level I tried a little bit. I think I put like 20 attempts or 30 attempts into the level. It's okay. Although I'm going to say it's a pretty tough medium demon. Definitely going to be in my top 3 hardest. I think it's somewhere around Sirius difficulty or B difficulty. No, sorry, it's probably way harder than B, but I think it's like an 8 on the demon ladder, so it would make my 3rd hardest level if I beat it. But right now, let's focus on Change of Scene. And by the way, guys, our next goal is 900 subscribers, and that's going to mark between 800 and 1,000. That's going to be our halfway mark. For 900, I'm not going to do a special. I think I'd rather save like a big special for 1,000. Usually for our special videos, we do a booster box or a big box that's equivalent to the size of the booster box. Like for 500, we did the Charizard Ultra Premium Collection. For 1,000, I have no clue. There is a couple more of these premium collections coming out. There's like a Terrapagos Premium Collection, a Greninja Premium Collection. I think for 1,000, we might have to do both. Or something else that's bigger. Maybe I'll do like a older Japanese booster box. Maybe I'll get some like older packs from the Sun and Moon or XY era. We'll do them like as like a expensive pack opening. I don't know. Yeah, so the Geometry Dash people or the Geometry Dash players that watch my videos for Geometry Dash. Yeah, I also do Pokemon card openings as my other like big source of content. And then I got, you know, vlogs, and then then talkabouts. So I'm kind of mixing 2 of them at once here. Geometry Dash and talkabouts into one. Even to those who don't watch all of my content, even if you guys are just here for the Geometry Dash videos, or you're just here for the Pokemon card videos, or the vlogs or talkabouts, listen, any of those, it's fine with me. You guys do not have to be here for all the videos. If you guys just want to pop in occasionally for like the talkabout of Geometry Dash level, or me opening up a new box, or maybe eventually I'll even talk about Pokemon sets, or maybe a video game that's not even Pokemon or Geometry Dash. Maybe I'll talk about, I mean, I did talk about Smash Bros, but I did delete that video because my context from my opinion to the tier list made absolutely no sense, so I'm probably going to redo that video. But instead of me talking about the tier list, I'm just going to talk about how I think the characters play in the game and if they're good or bad or just okay. Anyhow, guys, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.